Okay, travel with us on one of the busiest travel days of the year. We are in Atlanta right now, trying to get to Chicago. There's a huge amount of snowfall up there, and that may cause travel problems for people. This is Marilyn.
Hello. Have a safe trip. Woo.
First tip, you gotta get through security.
Oh, yeah, okay. How do you get through security?
Make sure you don't have water in your water bottle.
Not too crowded today. I am headed to the plane train. If you've ever been through Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, then you've probably ridden the plane train. Easy travel, but it could change with the weather coming in up north. We're out here on 8 right 26 left, and the pilot just got on the intercom and told us that the tower in Chicago has delayed our departure from Atlanta because of a situation up there. So we're not going to take off for another 30 minutes. We're going to stay here for another 30 minutes and kind of sit here on this taxiway. Chicago after that. Just a 30-minute delay because of the backup that was happening here at the airport. It wasn't anything weather related. Just because they had so many planes stacked up, they had to delay some of the incoming planes because they just didn't have any room to land them here. But we are here.
This morning's top story, a major winter storm taking shape as the holiday travel season enters its home stretch. 42 million Americans in the northern plains and Midwest are under winter storm alerts through tomorrow afternoon. This storm is expected to drop several inches of snow and deliver wind gusts of up to 40 miles an hour. Tomorrow is already expected to be one of the busiest travel days in history. TSA says it expects to screen 3 million passengers on Sunday. But the storm could complicate things for anyone flying or driving home from the holiday. Dave Malkoff is in Chicago, the center of much of that travel and a target of the storm. Dave, good morning.
Good morning, Lindsay. From icy Chicago here on the Gold Coast, it is snowing, it is windy, and we may get about a foot of snow in this area. Not only here, but this whole thing is happening all throughout the Midwest this morning. These icy waves on Lake Erie are just a sign of the weekend to come in the Buffalo suburbs, where the snow shovels are out of the garage. And in Erie, PA, the big shovels are out on the road, snow plows in the Cleveland area and along the Great Lakes, including the Chicago suburb of Tinley Park, where Mayor Michael Glotz is prepped and ready.
We have 24 drivers, so there are two shifts of 12.
Everyone is trying to keep up with a line of cold weather that extends all the way to Iowa.
Okay, so there's some tips I have.
Here at the Atlanta airport, we met up with an expert traveler, 5-year-old Colin Kuchera.
Make sure you don't have water in your water bottle.
Yes.
Make sure you don't have anything dangerous.
Yes. Colin is traveling from Grandma's house in North Carolina all the way to San Diego.
Yeah. Also, when you're driving to the airport, you don't know how long it is.
He's right. Traffic will be wild with nearly 82 million people on the roads for the Thanksgiving holiday, according to AAA.
To get onto the airplane, you're going to have to be patient until they call your line. Next tip, you can just sit back and relax.
Yes, exactly. He might be right with that be patient part, though. There is an issue right now with the Airbus 320 family of aircraft here in the United States and around the world. So overnight, the FAA issued an order to update the software on those specific planes. We're talking hundreds of planes here, and the FAA wants that updated by tomorrow, which would be the biggest travel day of the entire Thanksgiving season. That's happening right now to avoid grounding any planes during this time, Vlad. But luckily, that doesn't affect Colin or his family because they are back in San Diego, where it doesn't look like this in San Diego right now.
All right, well, that's good news for Colin. I hope he remembers that lesson when he's an adult. Dave Malkoff in Chicago for us. Dave, thank you very much.
Visibility is a big issue here at the Chicagoland airports, where more than 40% of the worldwide delays are happening. I can tell on radar that there are at least 10 planes stacked up right here, including a 777 wide body, but all you see is white. That's all right, then I can use
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to Tampa. And I've had 2 flights that have been changed or canceled. So I'm trying to, one of them was the Airbus or Spirit, that the Airbus at 12 o'clock, canceled that.
Did they say that it was because of the software issue?
They did not.
Okay.
But I heard it on the news last night, so I was watching my phone at about 1 a.m. and it never said that the plane was canceled. I woke up at 7 a.m. and it was canceled. It's never said that it was the Airbus thing. So I'm assuming that's what it was, but I can't schedule another Spirit plane until Tuesday because of that. I'm thinking that's what it's because of. That's all she worked. So now I'm going to be stuck here because my credits on Spirit I can't reuse until Tuesday.
Oh no!
Right.
So
And so this morning I booked a flight out of South Bend to go with my daughter, but that one is delayed over in South Bend right now.
you can't drive up to Milwaukee or anything like that?
No, and I just stopped off my rental car.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do next.
Do you have to go to work tomorrow or on Monday?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not scheduled to work until Tuesday, so yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do. So I booked a flight to go at 3:43 this afternoon with United, but it just got delayed to 7:29 or 7:39. So I just canceled it because it's almost $500. So I'm like, so I might just rent a car. I'm not sure.
Rent a car to drive to Tampa.
I may.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Well, you'll get out of the snow really
That's
fast.
right. That's right.
Tonight, 42 million people across this country are under winter storm alerts. That's making post-Thanksgiving travel pretty stressful. Up to 1 foot of snow is expected in parts of the Midwest, and officials have warned people to stay off the roads. Flight delays, cancellations are also adding up. Plus, there's another problem if you're flying. Some jets require a critical software update before midnight Sunday. CBS's Dave Malkoff at Chicago's O'Hare Airport leads us off tonight. Dave.
Good evening, Jerika. Is really coming down now. At one point this evening, more than 40% of the worldwide cancellations were coming from the 2 airports in the Chicago area. That's why here at O'Hare, the frustration is real.
Tonight, a powerful winter storm is blasting the Midwest with snow and cold air. It comes as millions of Americans are making their journey back home from their Thanksgiving travels. Here in Chicago, more than 1,000 flights have been canceled at O'Hare International. Michelle Hedrick is trying to get to Tampa, Florida, but she's had 2 flights canceled so far.
One of them was the Airbus or Spirit, that the Airbus at 12 o'clock, canceled that.
Did they say that it was because of the software
They
issue?
did not.
The FAA is mandating an emergency software update to correct a flight control issue for thousands of planes in the Airbus 320 family. The planes must be updated by Sunday morning or they will be grounded. The storm is impacting drivers as well. In Iowa, this interstate is covered in snow and ice. Many cars and trucks are sliding into ditches. Back at the airport, tomorrow is expected to be the busiest day. 3 million passengers are expected to fly nationwide.
It's looking like I could spend the night here if I wanted to, or I could rent a car.
Think about that. If she drove right now from Chicago to Tampa, it would take her 18 hours. We're talking about more than 5,000 delays and 1,500 cancellations across the country. That's a lot of people trying to get home.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Dave Malkoff, thank you.